murdered last year, leaked thousands of DNC emails, and his murder was retribution. Now, there's zero evidence, but that hasn't stopped the story's spread. Tom Foreman reports on the anatomy of a conspiracy theory.
I heard 2 gunshots the other night.
D.C. police have spent months investigating the murder of 27-year-old Seth Rich, and they believe it was a botched robbery that happened as he walked home late at night. The unsuccessful hunt for his killer, a frustration for them and the victim's family.
We will find his murderer.
But former Republican Speaker of the House, Newt Gingrich, claimed over the weekend with no evidence that the case may be about something more sinister.
This young man who worked for the Democratic National Committee, who apparently was assassinated at 4 in the morning, having given WikiLeaks something like 53,000 emails.
It was an explosive charge, a conspiracy involving WikiLeaks, the Democratic National Committee, and assassination. One big problem, though, it's not true. In fact, the whole crazy theory had already been debunked by CNN and other news organizations when Gingrich made the claim. But Gingrich wasn't alone. He had only joined a flood of right-wing conspiracy theorists pushing the notion.
There's a possibility this is a guy who provided to WikiLeaks all those DNC emails.
Then he was shot in the back.
And with no proof, they even suggested the young murder victim may be to blame, claiming he was so angry at his own party for some reason that he handed over the emails to get even.
If it was true that Seth Rich gave WikiLeaks the DNC emails, wouldn't that blow the whole Russia collusion narrative that the media has been pushing out of the water?
Where did these wild theories come from? From veiled hints from fugitive WikiLeaks founder Julian Assange, from a FoxNews.com story citing an unnamed alleged federal source, and from this private detective who says he's never seen the emails, never seen Rich's computer, yet
it's very consistent for a person with my experience to begin to think, well, perhaps there were some email communications between Seth and WikiLeaks.
The U.S. government invests a lot of money in spy clouds.
In yet another bizarre twist, the notorious hacker known as Kim.com, seen here in an interview with Russian state TV, claims he has the evidence. Why won't he produce it? He's fighting extradition to the U.S. for conspiracy, racketeering, and money laundering. But in a statement on his website said, if my evidence is required to be given, I would need a guarantee from Special Counsel Mueller on behalf of the United States of safe passage from New Zealand to the United States and back. Seth Rich's family sent a cease and desist letter to the private detective and yesterday pleaded in a statement to Sean Hannity that read in part, "It is a travesty that you would prompt false conspiracy theories and other people's agendas rather than work with the family to learn the truth." With that, the story seemed to finally lose one of its biggest champions.
Out of respect for the family's wishes for now, I am not discussing this matter at this time.
Even so, today, the story lives on.
There's still some question as to whether the intrusion at the DNC server was an insider job or whether or not it was the Russians.
What evidence? I'm sorry. The insider job, what are you referring to here? Because I hope it's not this information that Fox News just refused to be reporting.
Well, again, there's stuff circulating on the internet.
Tom Foreman, CNN, Washington.